Welcome to Soulful. Whether you're navigating challenges or celebrating victories,
We're here to remind you that every step on your path is meaningful. I'm Tiff.
and I'm Jess.
So let's clear our mind as we fill our soul. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Soulful. I'm Tiff, and I'm here with Jess. Hi, Jess.
Hey.
We are two busy gals, as you all know, and tonight we're decided we're going to do something just slightly different because we do always come here having an authentic conversation with each other about usually grounded into a topic, and today we're just going to keep it a little bit more loose. We're just going to come have a chat together, jam, kind of like how this whole podcast was born, was Jess and I sending long voice notes back and forth to each other, as you guys know. So we're gonna try that in real time tonight. So this is getting in on the real, the raw, the just off the cuff Jess and I chatting. So we'll see how it goes. You're here for the ride with us. We're here to experiment and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will do what we always do, but we can start with a check-in, and it can be an extended check-in because the hours it's totally up for us to fill in whatever way we want. So, Jess, why don't you catch us up since we last chatted, or anything that feels relevant or something you'd love to share?
Yeah, this is exciting. I always like trying something new and different. So I'm here for that. I was super excited to yeah, what your recommendation or suggestion to do that. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. So check in. Let's see what have been going on. I feel like one day it was like January and then I blinked and now it's like October. To be like truthfully honest, like this whole year has felt, and I don't know if when you're younger and people are like, oh, wait till you get older, like time is so like precious and it's gonna, and like you just kind of roll your eyes and like, yeah, yeah. And so I don't know if it's like a true thing, like if that's real and it's because I'm older now and as I get older, I appreciate it more. I'm not sure, but man, it just seems so true, right? So, anyways, I was just reflecting on that today, like how just yeah, just time has went really quickly, it feels like. So, um I guess hasn't slowed down a big lot, but and just still navigating lots of stuff, personally and professionally and trying to have like fun in between all of those things and keep balanced and be all of the things that yeah, I am, I guess. So but what I can share is something really exciting because I kind of was a little bit sad, like but what I can share that's exciting is that tomorrow I do leave for vacation.
Whoop whoop.
And I'm so excited. It's coming at a really good time. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to like a weekend of just doing whatever I want, really, and like lots of fun stuff.
Mm.
So, um, yeah. So, anyways, that was like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but that's that's my check-in.
That's your check-in. Yeah, and those of you listening, if you've been counting, this is either trip 4 or 5, and I'm not saying this in a shaming way. Just Jess comes back and she's like, "I was on vacation," and I
Yes.
share that because, like you were saying, like you're like, I try to keep the balance and the fun and be all who I am, and the fact that you like prioritize something like that is important to you, right? And you're like, I'm going to make time for it, even though you've been so busy. That's inspiring.
Yes.
So, I hope it's a good trip.
Yeah, thanks. And
Yeah.
what about you? What about it? What's up over in your end?
Yeah. Well, I've been working on a fundraiser for the past 6 months. It is coming to full life next Friday, and I knew
Mm,
the intensity of the to doing would be high now. I knew it, but I also know that I work 3 other jobs. And so trying to fit all of those things in amongst all the regular stuff that I already do. Yeah, it's been a lot. And
Hmm.
I said, somebody was grilling me all summer, like, you work too much, you work too much. It's this regular that comes in at work. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I like felt fine about it. And I saw him last week and I was like, you know how you were like ragging on me all summer that I work too much? I said, well, we're finally at the place where I would agree that I'm stressed out.
Hmm.
And I said,
Hmm.
until this point, I was good, balanced, like making my way through. Not every day looked perfect, but like just riding through the waves.
Yeah.
And no, like, yeah, work until midnight and then up at 7 a.m., just grinding away again, trying to make sure I get everything fit in. And that's okay. It is finite. There is an end in sight, and rest is coming.
Hmm. Hmm.
Rest is
Yeah,
coming and I
thankfully.
can't wait. Yes. And I feel like it's seasonally appropriate too. The rest is coming as we are, dare I say the W word, nearing into the hibernation period of my life. So,
Hmm.
um, so yeah, I am looking forward to that. And yeah, there's something else actually I will share because it just ties into that directly before we even switch gears. But a
Yeah.
job became available that super piqued my interest that I was not expecting.
Mm.
And I was like, and it was a big decision because it would be meaning I needed to put a lot of things down if I applied for it and of course got the job. And and there would also be a lot of novelty and new, which is exciting too. And
Hmm.
I was like, okay, like this does feel like an option for me. Like this feels like something I could do. It's coordinating and I love coordinating and I'm like that, that could
Yeah.
work. But yeah, I sat with it, and it was literally just today when I was thinking about how rest is so close for me. And I was like, if I was to apply for this new job and get it, there's no
Yeah.
rest. It is now just go, 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 go. And I'm in my journey, I'm in a place in my journey right now where I really want to honor rest and
Yeah.
balance and slowness and calm after a
Yeah.
crazy 6 months. So yeah, I say all that because I'm looking forward to ushering some of that in, and that was ultimately part of the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go for this, even though I felt excited, even though I know I can do the job. It's like, no, the status quo will be a lot better and smoother if I just hang on in this era for a little bit longer. But anyway,
Yeah.
so bring on the rest.
Yeah. Especially this time of year, you're so right. Like now I find it, I love winter, actually. I'll say the word. I do love this time of year. Like the only thing I don't like about it is like the days get super short and like
Yeah.
that's like just super depressing. So like I'm not sure where I would have to live to have like winter and like lots of sunshine. I don't know, but anyways, but I do find like in a lot of people that I've like connected with or chatted with in the last little bit, like yeah, it's like everyone is kind of looking for like that back to like routine structure, kind of like slowing down, getting back into something that's like familiar or whatever. So yeah, it definitely feels like a theme or a common thing. And I think it
Mm,
just like people are probably just feeling, yeah, the change of weather, change of season, like kids are back to school, like just all of those things, right? So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like everyone when we were all in the busyness and we still are, everyone I talked to was super busy. So maybe we've all just been
yeah.
running this like crazy pace and
Yeah, yeah, I think about that actually like really often. Like I can't be the only one that like feels so chaotic, right? And it's
yeah.
funny because it's not until like you start talking about it and or like acknowledging and like I think like for me anyways, it was when I was like accepting that yeah, there's too much actually on my plate and I need to like make decision of like what I'm like going to put down for now, what
Yeah.
is that needs more of my attention and all that stuff. And so it's not until I come to the acceptance and like start talking about it that people are like, yeah, like I feel that way too, or like oh, I've been having like similar thoughts, or like, yeah. So I think that's part of it too, is trying to find, the acceptance, I suppose, when we do want to do all of the things.
Yeah. Yeah. We can do all the things. It comes at a cost.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh, baby Nova.
I was gonna say, did you hear that?
We
Because
did hear that, but that's okay. Did you
Of
want to come
course.
chat? Oh, she
She,
does.
yeah, she doesn't, she's far less concerned about what we're talking about and more concerned about what's happening out there. She wants in on that business. She's so funny. I had people in today, like cleaning the house or whatever, and so I had to close the door, and she was like barred in here the whole time. So when I let her out, it was like as if it's the first time she's been in the house, like out of this room for like ever. The way she was acting, like galloping around. She's like, I'm free. And I'm like, it's been an hour. Like, what is going on? Anyway, she's so funny.
She is a
Yeah,
funny girl.
I'm talking about you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see her. Well, we can't see her, but we know she's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister actually right before hopping on here sent I want a dog so bad. Like I just want a dog so much. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
I'm in a season of
Yeah.
my life
Yeah.
where I'm ready
Yeah.
for a dog. I have been for a
Yeah.
while. Oh, there she
There
is.
she is.
Oh, hi, nappy time. But my sister was sending this video and her dog had just run away. And so she's trying to scold her dog, but she's videotaping the dog. And she's like, what did you just do? And the dog looks over and like won't make any eye contact and then looks back away and keeps doing it. It's like, is she still looking at me? Oh, yeah, she is. And then looks away. And I love that. I
That's so
love that
funny.
dogs do that. They're like, I'm in
Yeah.
trouble, nothing to
Yeah.
see.
Yes. And
Cats do the same thing, but yeah.
they do have personalities, like
Yeah.
animals. Like there's some people who like don't believe that, like, so I'll tell stories about like Nova and like what she does and like how she acts and all this crazy stuff, and it's just like sometimes I'm like, I don't think you believe me, like just to the response that I get. But it's so true, like they really do
Yeah.
have like little personalities that like shine through. For Nova, actually, like it took, so we adopted her, and so she's, come with some emotional baggage, and that we've had to, work through and support each other through and all the things. And she yeah, like, so she still feels, I don't know if the dogs feel guilty. Like I did Google it, and like they say that they can't really feel guilt, they don't like feel emotions. But anyways, I'm not truly convinced about
Yeah,
that. But
me either.
anyways, um so anyway, so yeah, like earlier today, like in like my partner's room out there or whatever, he has like a garbage bin, right? And so anyway, she got into the room, and she was in there like sniffing around, and I could hear her, and she came in and she licked her lips, and she like jumped up on the thing, and she like looked at me, and then I did the same. I was looked at her, I was like, what did you do? And she goes like this, same thing. She looks away. And so I got up and I went out to the room. When I came back in here, I said, because she didn't get into anything. Like I think she just rustled the bag. And when I came back in, she was like going like this, like cowering her head. And I was like, oh my God, like I think that is a part of like what, yeah, maybe her experience. Like, so it's interesting to see how those things
Yeah.
still show up. Like she's lived with us for years. And I always am, so it's taken a long time for her to feel really comfortable with us, like
Oh, yeah.
even to be on her back, like in a super vulnerable position for a
Yep.
dog, right? Like playing and stuff. It took a couple of years before she would really like be able to do that and do it for like a longer period of time. So it's just really interesting. Dogs, animals are like super like interesting for me, and
Yeah.
yeah, they just teach us a lot, honestly, I think.
I think dogs in particular teach us a lot about like unconditional love. Like dogs are
Mm,
so affectionate and like they're so happy when you come in the house. Like you're the
yes.
you're the best thing in the whole world. And
Yes, it's so
yeah.
true.
I love watching dogs on their walk and when they're so happy to be out on a walk and they're like literally prancing as they're
Yes.
walking along.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't believe that they don't feel anything because, or that they don't understand what's going on because, like, a cat, I've only had cats, right? So that's my life experience. Like,
Mhm.
yes, when a cat does something, when a cat embarrasses itself, it stops and, like, aggressively licks its leg. Like, it's like, nothing to see here. I'm just cleaning
That's
myself.
hilarious.
It is. So, like, if
Yeah.
it fell or, like, something like that,
Yeah, yeah.
they're usually pretty graceful and agile, right? But my cat would do it all the time. He's so funny. I'm like, oh yeah, like I didn't
It's
just see what happened, but
hilarious.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, And the other thing is when they want, like a cat wants to upset you, it knows exactly what to do and it goes and does that
Mm,
thing in that moment. Like, I want your attention. You're not paying attention to me.
yeah.
Let me do the thing
So
that you hate.
yeah, exactly. Let me make you give me attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You again
Um,
with my cat usually was like, my water's not fresh enough, or I want more food, even though you fed me. Like,
you,
it would be something like that. And yeah,
that's
he was so
funny.
famous for just swatting everything off of every surface. You could not leave a
Yeah,
glass of
cats
water
do
around.
that.
They're
Yeah, they
like,
do that, right?
oh, interesting. Let me do it again.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, that's why I'm not convinced that like animals don't have like the feeling or the emotion or I
Yeah.
can't remember how it was phrased. I don't quote me on like the way it was. It was either emotions or feelings or whatever. But it's like I think that they know like when they're being devilish or like when they're being,
Yes.
bad bones or when they're just trying to be like guilty or they're yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
And when they're happy, like, look, when they're happy, they literally can
Yeah.
smile. Like,
Yeah, that's so oh my gosh, I don't know if I've ever shown you this, but I have a video and I have shown people and I don't know if everyone else is as convinced as I am, but I do have a video where um I still have you can even tell in the video I still have a work meeting on my like in on the background and Nova's laid on the bed and I get up and I go over to her. She's sleeping and I was recording it because I was going to frighten her and I was going to blow on her face and wake her up and I thought it'd be funny, right? Like it's like
yeah.
funny thing to do. So I'm like recording as I'm doing that. And when I go over to her and I blow on her face, I go like that. And when I do, she like opens her eyes and when she sees me you can see her she smiles like her
Oh,
mouth goes back like and it was just it's so cute and I'm so
yes.
glad I have it on video. I like literally I've saved it like or I've hearted it or whatever you call that thing on my favorites and I watch it like from time to time like because it's just literally the cutest thing in the world.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're her person.
so sweet. Yeah, she was, and I thought it was going to be like so funny, and like it was gonna. I was like, I wonder what she's going to do. Probably like jump up or something. And she didn't. She just like laid there and just went
Yeah.
like that.
It's my mom.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Oh
Sweet.
man, yeah, it was super sweet.
Also, when you talk about your dog, you just light up. You smile and like everything. It's so cute.
I love her so much.
It
Like
shows.
I
It
think it's like
shows.
yeah, like and I don't know, like maybe I don't. Anyways, I love her so much.
Well,
That is true.
she had to go through some hard stuff to land in a whole lot of love. Not that she
Yeah,
deserved the hard
yeah.
stuff, but
And she rules. She definitely
the house.
rules the roost
Yeah.
around here. Yeah, for sure.
Would you ever get like a second dog to give her company, keep her company, or?
Yeah, I would love to have like 3 or 4 dogs, to be honest. And the only reason why we don't is because Nova doesn't really love other dogs.
Gotcha.
She's more of a people dog. She's like, I love people, not a fan of other dogs or
Okay.
animals. So we probably won't get it to a point to have, 2 or 3 dogs at the time until Nova's not living in our house anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of sad for me, but
Yeah.
she loves it.
Yeah. She loves her little life. As she
Yeah, she does
stretched out
better.
behind you and was like, yeah, life
Yeah,
is
she
so
does better
hard.
as an only child. That's for sure.
God love
Oh
her.
my God, this is so funny. I meant to ask too, so I don't remember last time we recorded, I think you were just going to the concert, right?
Oh
In
yeah.
Toronto.
I actually
How
have
was
my
that?
look at me with my
I asked that. I seen the shirt and I was like, I wonder. I have to remember to ask her if that's where that shirt came from.
Yeah, I was like, what am I gonna wear? What am I gonna wear? Such a trivial thing, right? But I'm like, I'm not a country girl. I don't have cowgirl boots. I don't have
Yeah.
jeans, plaid. Like, it's just not me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd fit in more at like a, I don't know, a salsa thing or whatever, like something with vibrancy and,
Yeah.
lots of sparkle and razzle dazzle. But anyway, so I was like, I looked and I looked. I ordered a whole bunch of dresses. They came. I'm actually super big fan of Amazon clothes shopping right now. I mean, I
Ooh,
love to
okay.
hate on Amazon, but yeah, free most of it's free shipping back.
Yeah.
And we have a depot like super close to our house. So I ordered all the clothes at like 8 p.m. at night. At 4 a.m. it was at my door.
It's insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
I was like, this is like, I'm in my bed. It's just like, oh, I might like this. I might like that. I measured myself so that I
Yeah.
could like take the into the different shops. Anyway, so all this stuff
Yeah.
showed up. None of it was what I wanted. A couple of the dresses were cute, but like wasn't what I was looking for or whatever. And I just saw
Hmm.
this like country concert raised on 90s country. I was like, it's a lie, but I'll wear boots and jeans and
Yeah.
and a t-shirt and call it a night. And turns out I fit right in. It was
Yeah.
perfect. Majority of people were
See,
in
there you
very
go.
casual attire, and there were a few country girlies that were like really decked out in the, I would say classic country look, like the denim, the
Right.
boots, the rhinestones, like that kind of thing. But anyway,
Yeah.
so all that to say, there were so many great little moments of that whole weekend. First of all, we were in this little old town. It's about, well, it's not, I guess not that little, but it's about 30,000 people. So little compared to where I live, right? 1.4
Yeah.
million. So definitely little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and we were like, what are we gonna do here? Like, because we had the whole weekend there instead of just going for the day of the concert. And so we just like bopped around all day and did what I'm going to tell the whole story here. May as well just tell the whole story. But
Yeah.
we,
Yeah.
okay, so we woke up in the morning. I was like, what are we going to do? We went and got coffee. We went and drove around the town because we had just gotten in the night before and went for a swim and got in the hot tub or whatever and didn't go out and about. So we went and checked and I saw a sign for fall fair. I saw the
Ooh,
beach and I was
fun.
like, all right, well, we can just like bounce around and do some random things. So we go to the fall fair. This is so funny. We pay go in. It's hot, okay? Like it's October and it was 36 degrees, 34 or 36 degrees. It was hot. I
That is crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah. We were in the water. We got in the water. Anyway, the we went into the fair and there was this horse show kind of thing going on. And so we just sat there and I got really invested in it. It's a horse pull or something. Anyway,
Okay.
so how much weight can these horses pull? I was so impressed. Um Anyway, so we sat there, we watched that. Then we got up to go walk around, and they had all of these vendors. I'm getting to the point, I promise. There were all of these vendors in a barn. So we get in, we're walking around, and all of a sudden, from across the room, I see this like big setup, and it's all of these chairs, and there's like blue lights on them. And I was like, I walk over, and it was like adult massage, 5 minutes free. And I was like, hey, who's going to say no to a massage? So I walk
Yeah.
over, I kind of look at the machines, and it's these like, I don't know what they're called. What is it called? It's a certain type of massage. Anyway, it's totally gone for me. Shiatsu? Is that a massage? Shiatsu? I'm like, is that a dog? No,
A Shih Tzu.
so yeah, it might be
I'm
shiatsu,
close.
I think. I think it's shiatsu. We'll have to Google confirm. But anyway,
Yeah.
so we sit down and the guy's like, yeah, have you used our machines before? Blah, blah. And I'm like, no. So there's a whole thing on my back, there's one on my shoulders, and my feet are in this like massage little chamber too. And me and Gates just looked at each other and we were like, wow, like this feels so good. Long story short, a 15-minute conversation later, Gates and I are walking out to the car with like more
Oh.
boxes than we knew what to do with. We go to this little fall fair and we end up having to leave because we've got all of this massage
All
equipment
the
with us. But I loved it. I love the spontaneity of it. I
That's
love that we just
hilarious.
like went with what, like we sat in the chairs. It felt good. We went with it, and we could
Yeah.
afford to do it, right? And I will
Yeah.
say that thing has been the foot one in particular has been amazing. It's based on what they do with reflexology. So it has heat, and
Okay.
then it does this like really intense foot massage. It squeezes your foot, and it runs all these things underneath it.
Oh my God. Okay.
It is worth every penny.
I love that.
I am thrilled. Anyway, so we did that. But anyway, the concert was later that night. I'll wrap all of this up. But the concert was later that night, and yeah, we were having fun, whatever. But the guy was Russell Dickerson. He was actually so much better live than I anticipated. I didn't go with many expectations. And also
Mm.
the venue was a lot more intimate. I don't know if there were how many thousand people were there, but it wasn't like a 20,000 place. We're talking like maybe a few thousand at tops.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like it was intimate, it was close, it was yeah, and but he said two things that really struck me and I loved. And one of the things is he said there's a meme going around of me saying nobody loves a Russell Dickerson concert more than Russell Dickerson. And and he was like, well, pardon me for loving how I'm living out my wildest dreams. And I thought that was
Mm.
so, like spot on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to lean into this. I'm not even going to deny it. You're right. I do love this. And
Yeah.
I am going
Yeah.
to love this. This is all I've ever wanted for my life.
Yeah. I love
Um,
that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
struck such a deep chord. I was like, yes, like you're not even phased by the judgment that's behind that meme, It's
Yeah.
like these are facts. I love what I do.
Yeah.
Um, and the other thing is, he said the world has been so dark and heavy, especially in recent. And he said the energy in this room, which he was right, is just off the charts. And he said, I hope this fills all of your little lighthouses so that you can go back out
Mm.
and be, lights and be in this light energy into a world that desperately needs it. And
Mm.
I just loved that deeper spiritual connection too that he was making with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and so yes, he sang my favorite song, the whole reason why we ended up at the concert, and he sang it twice,
Love
which
that.
was great. Because apparently it went number one only in Canada. So he was like really excited
Okay,
to hear
who's
it.
Russell? I need to
Yeah.
look it up. Who's Russell Dickerson?
Yeah. And
Okay.
the song, I wonder, I don't know if I can share music. I was going to say it would be nice if I could share music right now, but that'd probably be too much tech for me to figure out. Um, to play a snippet of the song, but Happen to Me is the song that
Okay.
he has. Like Blue Tacoma is pretty famous. Like he has a few pretty famous ones that like I
I'm
said
not
I
gonna
knew.
lie. I feel, is he like on TikTok? Is he
I'm
like a
not,
TikTok person or
I'm not
no? Maybe
sure.
not.
I
He
I
just
he
looks really familiar to like a country, like the he does like remix. No, I don't. I might be a different person. I don't think he does like the remixing. Okay, maybe he just looks like that person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I know him actually. I don't think I know
Okay.
anything about him. I might have like heard something, like
Yeah.
I find that happens, but
Yeah, well, like I don't listen to country. I knew about six or eight of his songs. I don't know.
okay.
So I feel like he's somebody that's on the radio that like
Yeah,
is a pop country singer. So like you would just hear it and whatever. But
yeah,
yeah, that one song in particular was super catchy this summer. So yeah, anyway, it went number one in Canada, and yeah, but yeah, the whole weekend was really, 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 really fun, and
yeah.
we dropped the kiddo off at his aunt's, and they had a lot of fun, and it was funny to
Nice.
hear him. He's like, Toronto is gross. It smells bad. People are weird. He was right
That's hilarious.
downtown. Her place like looks
Yeah.
at the CN Tower.
Oh
So
shit. Okay.
yeah, like right in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun little experience for him to be alone in a new city without parents for the first time.
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
like something like different and being in a different space. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool for him too, right? Good experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's funny. That's awesome. I love that. And I also love like that's the whole thing about music though. Like and literally every time like yeah, I've traveled this year has been for music. And even like at home, we've went to like a few like concerts here. And so I know I've talked about this before, I think in another episode, but like I just love that feeling of being in a space with live music with artists. And I think that's part of the reason why like like when he shared well yeah, excuse me, right, for like basically living out like the wildest dream or whatever. And I think that's just so cool when artists get to do that and then make everyone else in the space, like everyone shows up for this person, right? Or these people or like whoever is performing. And I just think that that's just such a cool
Yeah.
it's just such a cool thing to be able to bring people from all different walks of life, like from different backgrounds, different stories, but everyone comes together for like a common like purpose. I always feel so united at a concert. Like I just always feel so connected.
Mm.
Yeah, so we went to Edmonton last weekend or weekend before, and we seen Corn. And like Corn is like a little heavy, like for me. Like I don't I like a couple of their songs, but yeah, it was definitely for Mitchell, right? And
Yeah.
so but I always I never say no. I don't think there's an artist that I would be like, like if I had the opportunity to see. There's lots of artists I probably wouldn't pay a lot of money to see, but you know what I mean? Like I'll go and listen to anything. And even being there, like yeah, it was so cool. Like I loved it. And then afterwards you see people like we went and got like band merch or whatever. And then like after you see people like the next day we seen people wearing the same like shirts as us, and then someone had a different style. But like it was just like this camaraderie, right? Where we're just like I see you, right? Like
Yeah.
you like, it's just so cool. Yeah, I love that. I love music. I love being in spaces like that. Yeah, the connection. Yeah, it just feels so good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the yeah, there's an exhilaration in the room, even if it's like not like a like this guy sang a lot of slow songs, but like it was still like energizing. Like it was
Yeah.
just yeah. I wanted to ask you, you said you bought merch. Was the merch like ridiculously expensive? Because like
Yeah, always
yeah,
is like crazy.
because the last time I would have bought merch at a concert, I can't even tell you. I don't even think and Demi Lovato was like my girl. I don't even think I bought her merch. It probably was a Christian concert way back when I was younger. And yes, it was always
Like a long
expensive.
time. Yeah.
But I was like wearing this country t-shirt and I was like, maybe I'll buy a t-shirt of his or something and throw that on over, like an oversized or whatever. And when I looked at the
Yeah.
prices, cheapest t-shirt was $55. I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Am I paying
Yeah.
$55 for a t-shirt? No, thank you. I didn't even bother to go
Yeah.
look. But yeah. So
Yeah. It's always like super expensive. Like I seen t-shirts like being up to like $80, and then like for hoodies and things like that, like, it's like up to 175, 190 sometimes. Like it's yeah, it's crazy. Merch is very, very expensive.
yeah. I get if you want to remember the night and it is something you'll wear again and whatever. But yeah, for me, yeah, I guess I'm too practical or frugal. I'm too frugal. It's not even practicality. I'm too frugal. I'm like, I could get that
Yeah,
t-shirt and make it for $12. Like, that's a no.
I know. That's true. That's what really like irritates me. It's like when you purchase and you pay the money, it's like not good quality. I will say Corn, actually, their t-shirts were top, probably one of the best quality t-shirts I bought in merch in a long time. But it's so funny. So Mitchell and I were talking about this on the way home from the concert. Like, this trend on TikTok where it's like there's a sign in the background, it's like, is this illegal?
Oh
It feels
yeah, it
illegal,
feels
like, and
illegal.
you're like
Yeah, and you're
shaking.
shaking hands.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm so like I just call everything a TikTok song. I'm sure it's like a song that somebody actually sings or something, but I just refer to everything that I see on TikTok as TikTok songs
Yeah.
or TikTok trends. So anyways, I've seen that lots of times, and so I was sharing with them. I was like, that's me and him when it comes to merch. Like, or like just like ordering water at a restaurant. So like I would only ever order water at a restaurant, right? And like then like he's opened up my world and be like, yeah, I could have like a diet Pepsi, I could have a milkshake. Like there's no rules against what I order at a restaurant to drink. And it took a long time for me to like to really believe that. And the same with merch. So like I've went to see it. Now I will be honest, like I didn't go to a lot of shows until like most like in the most my most recent years. Um but like if I ever did, right, I wouldn't even think about it. Like it wouldn't even be in my realm of possibilities like to buy a shirt or like a bandana or something. Like I don't know. And that's what I was telling him it reminds me of, right? Is like it feels illegal buying
These things.
merch at a concert. And anyway, and now I do it every single time. So I've just got a huge collection of like band merch,
I love it.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it every single time.
Yeah.
Because it's not illegal. Like I can buy a t-shirt at a concert if I want to buy a t-shirt at a concert. And that sounds so like like I don't know, maybe silly or whatever, but yeah, it's just not something that I ever did or like would even like consider, I guess, right? But yeah, to be able to do it, or I'm not sure why, but anyways, it's just so funny because as you were like talking about that, I remember having that conversation of like the TikTok trend and like it feels like I can't do this. Like
Doesn't feel like I'm
oh,
allowed.
yeah, it's so true.
Your inner
So
parent was very
funny.
strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
That feels like
yeah.
a waste of money. Don't do it.
Yeah,
I love that you have a
exactly.
collection though. That's awesome. Like it's almost like well something to remember by too. Like look at all the what and you do a lot of concerts, so that's exciting. You're gonna have quite the collection
Yeah,
of
I'll probably like need
memorabilia.
a new dresser or something. Yeah, we've got quite a few now.
Do you only buy
The worst,
t-shirts? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, usually, yeah, just t-shirts. I mean, unless, because here's the thing, and this is a really huge pet peeve of mine, is that they often don't offer like larger sizes
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of merch. And that just like, so if they don't, I stand firm and like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Because if you're not going to offer like a size that like everyone can fit into, then I don't want to support it,
Yeah.
right? But I will say like in the last couple of years for sure like that I've seen a lot more inclusive sizing, so I've been a little bit more, apt to purchase.
Yeah.
But yeah, so usually just t-shirts. I mean, even then I'm like, so I don't know if I'll ever like think about like a hoodie or like something that's
Ooh.
like more expensive.
Is there a concert on the
Um,
docket for this weekend?
but yeah, anyways, maybe
Oh.
someday. Yeah, maybe because Avril Lavigne and Blink
Ooh.
182 and Panic at the Disco are like kind of like the bigger like headliners. So you never know.
Like doing like a Vegas residency or just a concert. We're stalling here.
Oh, hold on, I think we froze up.
Yeah, we did.
Am I frozen?
You were frozen. I mean, I don't know if it's me or you. You were frozen. I was still moving on mine, but
Okay, yeah, you're back now. I
okay.
missed your question. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I'll edit. Yeah, we'll work on that, whatever that lapse was. But
Yeah.
the question was, are they just doing a Vegas residency or like it's just a concert in there for the week or whatever?
Yeah, so it's called it's a 1 day concert, which is still blows my mind that they're putting off like I don't know, I think there's like 20 or 25, 30 artists. So it's 1 day and it's the When We Were Young festival.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it's like a jam-packed day. I actually have it. I told you earlier, I do have it up on my because I'm like trying to get like so pumped about it. But yeah, so like Simple Plan, All Time Low, Plain White Tees, I Prevail, The Used, Yellow
Okay.
Card, like there's the red jumpsuit apparatus, like there's
Oh, I
so
love red
many.
jumpsuit.
Yeah, like there's so many artists. So yeah, it's a 1 day, a full day event from like 11, I think, until 11 or 12 on Sunday. Well, it's 2 days, like, but they're having the same lineup for both days.
Okay.
Um, but we're going on Sunday.
So kind of like a punk rock is what it sounds like based on some of those
Yeah,
artists. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
super, yeah, yeah, pop punk kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to keep us in the loop if you come home wearing and I you know, Avril Lavigne, I like to support a local girl, you know.
Yeah, right.
She's a local girly.
Yeah, I'm definitely more excited for Avril probably than like any of the other ones. It's really why I was like, yeah, you can convince me to go see Avril Lavigne. That's
Yeah.
true.
I bet she puts on a good show. She's got a high energy, so I bet that would be
Hmm.
fun.
Yeah.
I would like to see Blink 182, Red Jumpsuit, The Used. I also don't mind. Like there were several that you listed there. I can't think of who else. There was another one that you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, it's a
So
good lineup.
yeah, I would enjoy all of that. I'm like you, going to Corn. I mean, I don't know. When you talked about going to the Corn concert, all I could think about was my older cousin when we were younger. Because like I grew up really sheltered and Christian. Like we weren't allowed to listen to these. Oh, are we frozen again? Are you back?
Am I frozen?
You were,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I got you now.
Um, did you hear anything I said about the corn
No.
concert?
Well, that's a lie. I did hear it, but it was more like, like, like that. I did hear, just not fully.
So what I was saying is when you talked about going to the corn concert, all I could think about was my older cousin. And I was saying like I was really sheltered, Christian sheltered growing up, so I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music as it was called. And
Hmm.
so, but I'd go over and he'd have what was one of the bands he loved was Corn, and it would be blasting. And I was like,
Yeah.
it felt so jarring and intense to me, to someone who was only allowed to listen to like Christian gospel, like
Right.
it was, and it just felt like. Oh, I can hear I can,
That's so
sounds
funny.
like the devil.
Yeah. Like,
I'm like I
but
don't
you
want
know,
to say it, but I gotta say it. It's just what that's what I was told like growing up or whatever. Not that I
yeah.
actually think that, but yeah,
No, and they put off shows that looks like that too. Like it was just, yeah, it was really intense, but like even the what I will say is that while the music is, yeah, I know it's part of it, but like the visuals and like the yeah, it was just a crazy 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 show. Like in terms, they had like fire and like all these lights and like smoke, like all this stuff, and it was, yeah, it was really really cool. So there were some moments where I was like uh
where am I right now?
but yeah, yeah, but yeah, no, it was a good time. It
Was
was
it like
good.
a big concert? Like, are they still big? Like, was it in a arena venue kind of thing or?
Yeah, it was at Rogers Place actually. So
Okay,
same place that they do like hockey. So yeah, it was big, big space and a big crowd too, actually. Like I'm always really surprised, to be honest. Like no matter what, I'm like, oh, like probably there won't be like that many people. And I don't know why I think that, because like every artist is still like well, they're selling out shows, because if they weren't, then they wouldn't be touring, or like they wouldn't be
yeah.
doing music, right? They had to like make money and make a living at it. So I don't know why I'm always so surprised, but yeah, it was a huge crowd. Huge
Mm,
crowd.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I heard someone else in
Yeah.
on my Facebook went to that concert because they were talking about it. I can't remember who now, and I was like, "Oh, like yeah, they are really still kicking around." I hadn't thought about that band, and since only when you said it to me, I was like, "Oh yeah, Corn."
Oh, right. Yeah. 30 years, I think he said, or he's like 30 effing or 3 effing decades.
Well, that makes
So yeah, they've
sense.
been a band
That
for
makes
like over
sense.
30 years. Yeah.
Because yeah, it was
Yeah.
in the '90s, or yeah, I would say the '90s when my cousin was listening to him. So yeah, I was
Yeah.
younger. That might be when they were newly on the scene. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I like okay, this is like not what you're talking about, but I was thinking about so like because you said this is in the Rogers Place Arena. So we went, the venue we were at was small, like I said, and this
Yeah.
is totally random, but I'm wondering if you want to travel. Do you like dancing as much as you like music? A dancing
Oh, that's a
show.
good. No.
Oh, damn.
No, I don't.
So I am super into this season Dancing with the Stars. I
Okay.
normally don't watch this stuff, but do you watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I do.
Okay, so two of the women from that are on Dancing with the Stars this season. So
Okay.
I also
Okay.
tuned in
Interesting.
when when Lisa Vanderpump was on it for a little bit. I didn't watch her whole season. Same thing with Kyle Richards, Real Housewives, Beverly Hills. So when there's somebody on it that
Okay.
like I'm like I follow their life on TV, I like to
Yeah.
tune in. Anyway,
Okay.
so they said they're going on tour, and I was like, oh, are they coming to Canada? And so I Google, and the first thing pops up that they're coming to the casino resort that we just went to, and I was like,
No
no
way.
way. Anyway, turns out that was actually this past February. I missed it, but they are coming to
Oh,
Niagara. Yeah, they're coming to
oh, that's sad.
Niagara in February. So I'm just really toying with the idea of going and seeing the Dancing with the, I'm right into it. I got it recorded. It's like I'm
You
watching it every week.
should.
I
Yeah, you
should, right?
should.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you totally should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a fan of travel. Although it's not
Yeah,
traveling that
yeah.
far, it's drivable, right? So it's and it'll probably be a little warmer in Niagara in February than Ottawa will be. So
Yeah.
not
Yeah, you should
summer,
do that.
but Yeah.
And also when else do you get opportunity, like, when someone that you want to see or like something you want to do is like close enough. It's like, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the balance, right? You need to do it.
Yeah.
You need to do
Well,
it.
yeah, like what you're talking about the ordering other than water, or the buying the merch. It feels illegal. I think for so long, and you and I kind of like briefly talked about this like in a voice note, but it wasn't about this in specific. But like for so long, I was in like serious responsible mode. That this like version of me that is like, you can up and go to a concert out of town for the weekend. You can go fly to Vegas on a whim.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you want as long as you can afford it. You can do whatever you want. And we're freezing again, aren't we? Yeah.
I think there was a bit of a lag, but I do think I got everything. But
Okay.
it is true though, like
Yeah.
you can do those things. Yeah.
Yeah. And not feel guilty. Shocking.
Hmm.
Although
I
working on the
know.
not
And
feeling
but
guilty.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And I think like that's a big part of like just trying to, yeah, it is about finding balance. Cause I mean, I'm not here saying like, I'm gonna go to a merch stand and blow $800 on,
No.
like this cheap t-shirt stuff from an artist, right? But or I'm not gonna go to a restaurant and order like 5 drinks because I can. Like, but it's like, yeah, it is about finding the balance. Cause for so long it was like in that survival place. And I think like these beliefs, right? The
Yeah.
stuff that I was so conditioned to believe prevented me from really tapping into like I actually want to drink like a pop or like I want to like enjoy a milkshake or something, right? Like versus yeah, no, like I can't, like because like the world will end if I do. And like that's how intense it is, right? Like
Yeah.
it
It
like
is.
that's how our body responds, right?
Yeah.
When we're in survival. And so it's just been really like meaningful for me to step outside of that and like yeah, just like especially financially, and I know I've shared that before, like that's a really, it's still a place I get stuck lots in and still getting that survival. So yeah, definitely still working on it, but I do really try to, yeah, just do the things, right? Like
Yeah.
if it costs money, I'll make more money. Money comes and goes. Like as long as
Yeah.
I'm being responsible, I'm not being
Right.
destructive, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you just shared all that because, well, I think that's the thing. Is like if we have any past patterns, and I'll speak for myself, where we were destructive with money, where we were self-sabotaging with money, or where we definitely did not hold responsibility around it, definitely
Yeah.
can feel a little scary to like reopen that box and be like, can I do this?
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
grown adult now, like, can I do this in a responsible way that doesn't like bleed into, causing me any issues or anything like that? Like, how do I balance it? Balance is a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And being afraid to like do it because you're like, well, what if, right? And so then
Yeah.
we just stop, like we just don't because we're just like live in this like place of being afraid of what if. And yeah, what ifs, man, it's a place where like it's such a doomy place, this like going
Yeah.
down the what ifs.
Yeah, and we all do it, and actually part of like coaching training is leaning into the what ifs. And it's like when people are like saying their what ifs, it's like, okay, well, if you want to list all of the negative what ifs, then you may as well start listing over here all the positive what ifs.
Hmm.
What else is also possible? Because
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. These things could happen over here, these
Yeah.
negative experiences or whatever, but also you have no idea. So what else can happen? Because yeah, we can use that same part of our brain to lend towards creating a different type of experience as opposed to like leaning into the fear. Obviously, we have
Yeah.
to catch ourselves, but yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And like I think about too, like the what if. So one of the things I would do with clients are like because it was like I think it's just natural to go to the negative what ifs, right? And
yeah,
like that's just part of being human, like part of the experience. And so oftentimes I would have clients to be like, yeah, but what if this happens? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good point. So what if that happens?
yeah,
And then they would be like, okay, so they're like thinking about it, right? Like, oh, I would have to do this. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad option, right? If that were to happen, you could do that. And then what would that mean?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that means I would have to do this, right? And so we just build up this whole action plan of like, a solution to the what if, right? And so then the next time they're like, yeah, but what if this happens? They're like, yeah, we already talked about that. You're going to do A, B, C, and D. So now what if it doesn't happen, right? And so
Yeah.
it just equips people too with like some power, like some guidance to be like, or not guidance, but like maybe empowerment or confidence maybe to be like, yeah, like that really bad thing could happen, but I have like a solution to it now,
Mm,
right, if it does. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that is also like a great way to lean into it, Yeah, like
Hmm.
that's actually something I do with myself. I'm like, for me, it is a facet of control. It's like, okay, well, if I can think about all the solutions before the bad things possibly happen, then I feel like I'm in control. But
Right.
anyway, I was so, as a kid, oh my gosh, I would do that all the time. I would do something that I would know I would be in trouble. And then I'd build out this like story and solution in my head that would like allow me to not be in as much trouble. So I
Yeah,
wonder
yeah.
if that's where it started for me. But there's a story, and Mom, if you're listening, I've told this story 1,000 times because it makes me laugh. But we had this big bag now from Newfoundland. I don't know, did you ever call hair ties baubles? I don't know if that was like a
I
my
don't
household
think
thing
so.
or if that was a okay. Well, our hair elastics, they were like not scrunchies, they're not elastics, they're these like thick fuzzy things. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're still hair tie, but like they're in between kind of a scrunchie and a hair elastic.
Okay,
Okay,
I don't
anyway, we
think
used to call them baubles. Sometimes they had little accessories on them, sometimes they didn't. And
okay.
my mom bought herself a new set. And she was like, "You have this big bag over here. These ones are mine. Okay? Do not take them." One day she went off to work and she already knows I know, like, we've already had this, we've talked about the story, so I can share it. But
Yeah,
she's not hearing it for the first time. But anyway,
yeah.
she had gone to work and I was like, I'm gonna hers look really nice. I'm gonna wear one of hers today when I go to school. Well, what happens? It breaks at school. So I come home with it. I'm
Oh my God,
terrified
of
about what
course.
I'm gonna do. So sneaky Tiff, she takes it and shoves it in the bit. We had this big bag. I'm not even talking about of baubles, and so I shoved it right in the middle. Well, my mom comes home from work that day, and she decides out of all the days, this is the day she is going to empty out that thing and sort through it because there's too many in there. And when I come home from school, it's just not wherever I was. I don't know where because I had already come home from school. Wherever I came home from, it's just laid across the countertop, and I was like, so my brain tried to build out all of these stories about what that could mean when I'd already been caught red-handed, and I can remember that like it literally was yesterday. Like I can see
That's
myself in
so
the
funny.
bathroom. I can see. I was like, Mom's intuition is something fierce. Let me tell ya.
Yeah, no doubt. She just like she's like, you know what? Something struck me like I should look at this big bag of baubles,
And
like
clean it out.
yeah. That's
Anyway,
hilarious.
but yeah, I to come back into the
Too funny.
seriousness of what you were saying, the yeah, like just when we can lean into the what if, and it kind of helps like dispel the fear, and confidence is a good word, yeah, like or yeah, and empowerment, like I'm empowered to step into this unknown territory or whatever it is.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or you could
Yeah.
just be trying to not get in trouble like me, but teach their
Yeah.
own
Even the baubles.
in the baubles. Yeah, I need to ask other people. Please, if you're listening and you're from Newfoundland, specifically Deer Lake, did you call them baubles? I now need to know. Like, yeah.
At first, when you said baubles, I thought you meant were talking about like, so do you remember like I don't know what they were called, but they had like two ends and like a little thing that came together in the middle, and they had like little bottle, like little balls on the end of them, and they would like you like had to fold them over, and you put your hair in there and you fold them over. It was like an elastic, but anyway, I don't know. Maybe if you've seen it, you would know because like every time my mom would do my hair with them, like it would beat off my
Yes.
hair, like because it would hit my head. Anyway, that's what I thought you were talking about when you said baubles. So I don't know I'm not sure if I know.
I'm Googling right now to know if I'm the
Yeah.
only person on
That
the
calls them
planet that
baubles.
calls, well, I don't call them that anymore, but like there's, yeah, baubles, a general term for hair ties, hair elastics with plastic balls on them. Yeah.
Oh,
Or a
okay.
type
Yeah.
of hairband with two bubbles joined by an elastic or pin.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that what you're
Okay
talking
then.
about?
So yeah, like that's yeah. It looks like it kind of looks like two separate
Let
elastics,
me
but they
see.
had they're like joined in the middle.
Damn, I can't really show you. It's too
Yeah, two bright. I'm just like squinting trying to see
yeah.
it.
Um
But yeah,
okay, well there you have it. We called it all of our elastics. They just all became
they
bobbles,
were all
but
bobbles.
yeah, they were all bobbles.
I
Yeah.
love
Funny.
it.
I haven't thought about that word in a very long time. But anyway, you say
Bobble.
something over and over, and it's like, is that real?
Is that a real word? I know. I do that when I'm like spelling words too, like pieces or like I don't know, just different things. I'm like, is this a word? Is this how I spell this word?
It's
Like my computer will be telling me that yes, but I'm like, I'm not convinced.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's a couple words. Shoulder, I no matter how many times I spell it, I never spell it right. And sometimes it's spelled so wrong, my autocorrect doesn't even pick up on what it's trying to say. And
That's funny.
like it's a common word. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just never remember the U is and the E and anyway, that's fine.
that's hilarious.
I will say we probably are at time. I knew we would have absolutely no problem chit-chatting back and forth because we love to
Yeah,
talk.
true.
We love to
Yeah, I
talk.
was just looking at the time. I was like, holy smokes, wow.
Yeah,
There we go.
time flew. Well,
Hmm.
this is our little behind the scenes of how Jess and I chit chat on I'd love to say on the regular, but in our new busy lives, that is not so much the case. So that's okay. We accept
Yeah.
it.
Hmm. That's okay. Yeah.
Begrudgingly, I accept it.
Different seasons.
Different seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last things, Jess, you wanted to talk about before or share before we kind of head out for the night?
But I don't think so. I'm just this is fun. It was
Yeah,
fun to
this was
just do
fun.
it this way, I think. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I think it's yeah, after the week that I had and all the things that was going on, I think it was just really nice to do this. So thank you for the suggestion to just show up and do this.
Just literally just be. Whatever flies out of our mouths is what it
Hmm.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All the cylinders are firing in multiple directions all day long. And I was like, the last thing I want to do is try to hone in and focus and have, well, not that we always have a serious conversation, but like a very guided, structured, or like,
Hmm.
even reflected, premeditated. I really just wanted to nap today. I didn't want to do any extra things. I was like.
Yeah.
So thank you for being willing to
Yeah.
join me on trying something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Awesome.
awesome.
Well, for everyone listening, we've asked a few questions. Did you enjoy just jamming with us, imagining you sitting with us at the dining room table or in the kitchen, all
Hmm.
standing talking? Because that was the vision in which this whole thing came together for us. So yeah, hopefully we brought a little bit of us to you and a little bit of that magic and that energy. And yeah, did you call it baubles? I need to know. Please let me know. Did you call it baubles? And I have one last reflective question to leave everybody because Jess and I were talking about it. But what is something that you are afraid to purchase or something you haven't allowed yourself to step back into because perhaps it feels illegal? What might that be for you? Yeah.
I love
So
that question.
yeah, it's a little bit random, but if Jess and I both experience it, that means we other people experience it too. So yeah, would love to hear
Hmm.
any and all of those things. But yeah, I guess that's it for tonight. We'll wrap it up, and thanks for being here for the casual fun, and we'll see you soon. Until next time, stay soulful, everyone. Thanks for tuning into Soulful. We hope you found something meaningful to carry with you on your journey. And if you enjoyed today's episode and want to show your support, we invite you to subscribe, share the podcast, and leave a review wherever you listen.
And if you're eager for more, you can connect with us on Instagram and Facebook at soulfullthepodcast for additional content and updates. Until next time, stay soulful.